Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins rolled into the American Airlines Center in Dallas for Smackdown for a very important answer to The Rock's challenge for a match against him and the undisputed Universal Champ Roman Reigns on night one of WrestleMania. And did they accept was a big question coming into this show. And we also got lots on this show, including the return of Logan Paul to kick off the show with an historic announcement. His Prime Foundation will be the centre ring spot for all PLLs moving forward, beginning with WrestleMania, which, I'm not sure about. I prefer a clean mat, but obviously this is going to happen at some point. I'm very intrigued to see how it's going to look. Anyway, KSI came out only for his victory lap to be interrupted by Randy Orton. Paul fended off an RKO. KSI ate the finisher before Orton stood tall. WWE obviously never had an on-canvas thing, and that was all to put this over. As for the Orton-Paul feud, it essentially solidifies the direction we're going in. The KSI spot was fun, and it's one of those that will go viral on social media, so you can't really complain when they do it. Before it's time for Randy and Kevin Owens versus Walter and Theory. On the heels of Orton's victory over Theory last week, the Viper team with Owens to battle Grayson Waller as well as Theory. The Heels had the opportunity to build heat, even if the outcome was never really in question. Orton received the hot tag late and loaded for the opposition, then joined Owens for a sweet pop-up RKO to Theory for the win. After the match, Paul attacked both men and teased using his brass knucks on them. Orton wrestled a weapon away and swung at the Maverick, who ducked. The Viper stopped just shy of plastering Owens, which hinted at the dissension between them. This is heading towards a triple threat match for the US title, and with that dynamic as well, with Owens and Orton, I think could definitely be intriguing. That built to it nicely. So on the whole, I'm going to give it 7 out of 10. Before it's time for Bobby Lashley versus Karrion Kross, but before that, backstage interview, Kayla Braxton sat down with Bayley, who admitted it had been a tough week for her after being decoded by Dakota Kai, but she vowed to bring down Damage Control. Back in the arena, we got that match underway, the Combats had a physical, heavy-hitting match, as was to be expected. Later in the match, laid down Kross with a spine buster and set up for the finish on a Cameron Razor. The Authors of Pain hit the ring to cause a DQ. The Street Profits attempted to make the same, but the fury of the Final Testament proved too much, and the Heels did too. It appeared as though the company is going to milk this feud for another few weeks, which is personally what I wanted, but it seems like we're going to get it at WrestleMania, which in a way makes sense. But I'm kind of tired of this feud, so on the whole I'll give it 6 out of 10. But moving on then to Meechin against Tiffany Stratton, and Stratton built on her recent momentum as she squared off with Meechin, who was looking to reverse her own recent fortunes. On this night, it was Tiffy time as Stratton downed her opponent, delivered the piteous moonsault ever for another win. This was another showcase for Stratton, and more than anything, she continued to rise to the equation. Stratton is the future of the women's division, and every time she shows on against the veteran performers such as Meechin, it becomes more and more apparent. At the same time, I don't know, it's kind of just felt like a low-key match, so close to WrestleMania, it just didn't have much on it, so unfortunately I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Before Dragon Lee dealt Legado del Fantasma a blow, defeating Angel Garza in a match set up earlier. Much of this contest took place during the commercial, making it nearly impossible to judge the quality as it means of heating up the LWEF after last week's Rey Mysterio return. It was efficient if nothing else. The Heels beat down Lee, a known associate of the LWA, and stood tall to re-establish some dominance. Now the promotion turns to what will likely be Mysterio versus Escobar at Philly, and if that's the case, it could very well be a dark horse to steal the show with the quality of both. So I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. It's a way of just building it. Like I say, it's kind of low-key. But with these two wrestlers, it was always going to be a decent enough match. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. But Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins will then square off against Roman Reigns and The Rock on night one at WrestleMania confirmed. That match we know following the main event segment of Friday's Smackdown. There are still countless unanswered questions, however, ahead of the showcase of the Immortals. Despite The Rock acknowledging Reigns as the Tribal Chief of Waco, there's still obvious tension between them, and it was on full display in some of the looks and facial expressions exchanged between them. Rhodes slapped The Rock to close Friday's show, a receipt for embarrassing strike he endured back at the WrestleMania kickoff event. The smile on Rock's face suggests that the action was exactly what he wanted out of the American Nightmare, and also now he established on screen that he is his boss, and he will be interesting to see what direction things move. But overall, Smackdown gets a 6 out of 10 for me. I thought, a really good episode of Smackdown this week. I thought obviously all leading up to the main event we got that sorted, and some interesting feuds continuing to WrestleMania as well. I think there's still a few question marks lingering, which is why I'm going to give it a higher grade, but I thought on the whole pretty decent SmackDown. For this video, thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.